think I drew a pack, or at least it's not in here. I don't
Uh,
think. How many are we meant to have?
How
Oh,
much?
it is in here.
How much experience do you have?
I don't know. I've played the game 2 times. Does that count as experience?
You should have experience cards in your deck,
Uh,
and then you
oh, I have
turn them.
one
You
skill
turn them
growth
into
card.
me.
Yes,
You what?
I have one skill growth card that I used.
Have you only played one game with Enoch Shroot?
Yes.
Well, yes. So you're just level 2. Then that makes sense.
Okay, so I can go up to 12.
Yes, you should be up to 12. You should also have one.
I have some other cards. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, my friends. So we are live and we are streaming, and we have some uglies. We have some uglies who are hovering over and being creepers. And so
And that's just the players.
Yeah, that's kind of rude, man.
I mean, it's, I'm aware of how I look.
So I'm going to go around the table and we can all introduce ourselves, maybe say a little thing about you, what you like in role-playing games, whatever. Shoeshine, we'll start with you since you're new to the table. Tell us a little about yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Shine. My real name is Stuart. My character is Elam, and I'm a Solarin, and I've never played this game before. But I've played a pretty good amount of Dungeons and Dragons and RPG video game.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Tomatoes, what's up?
Yep. So I'm Colin, and I'm going to be playing Clark, the orc today, or Clark. And he is he's not very smart, but he's very brave, and he has a secret fascination with flying. And he joined the Raven's Guard or whatever it is because he thought that he would be able to fly, or at least he thought he'd be able to eat a raven and thus gain the ability to fly.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And Daruji.
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 Daruji. What's up?
Hey, I'm Melanie. I'll be playing the role of Icaria today. She's, Dragonkin. I don't have a great background story for her yet, like Colin, so I'm really following.
She has a mysterious and dark past.
She does. She's kind of
mystery.
It's true. She's a conundrum wrapped in a puzzle, shrouded in mystery.
Yeah.
A little bit of a zealot,
showered
I
in a
think.
little while either.
No, God, no. Water washes the purity off your body.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at the character growth.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. Been playing D&D a while. I'm not as good a role player as some of your people here.
You
but
are lovely.
I know. I didn't say I'm not lovely. I'm just saying. We're gonna work on the role playing thing a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like karaoke. It's not how good you do, it's how much fun you have while doing it.
No, I have to be good at karaoke. It's very important to me.
Enoch Root, what's up? Welcome back.
Hi. My name is Ulysses in real life and Enoch Shroot in game. I made a silly choice with the name, and I'm now stuck with it, I guess. This is my 3rd time playing. The first time was with this character, and then the second time was with like a one-off thing. I played some D&D before. I like playing Dominion. I think I was enlisted to try and break the game and go infinite. So we'll see if that happens. I haven't been able to do it so far. Yeah, Enoch Shroot is this this elfie woman, and she likes to run around and pincushion stuff with arrows and magic things. I don't really have much of a backstory either. It's mysterious and light, I guess, for variants.
Sounds good to me. That's all you need. So Enoch, let's level you up to level 3 today, because you did take place in, you did work in that little encounter for me, so give you some experience for that. So if you want to give me that one experience card you have and trade it in for any booster pack of your choice. Let me know which one you want, and I'll give it to you. And then you can shuffle it in.
I'll do the Sage again, I think.
Okay. So we're gonna shuffle it up and give you a Sage pack. And there you go. And you know that you need to have the only cards you start off with are your equipment and your race, and you have everything else in your deck, correct?
Yeah, I'm trying to choose cards to get down to a minimum hand size.
Oh.
Or minimum deck size.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, we'll have a little bit of what's the word? Not extrapolation, exfoliation,
Explanation?
Not explanations, the fancy word.
Exposition.
Exposition. Thank you.
Nice.
We'll have a little bit of exposition, which will allow you to look things through. But you, Ulysses, do hand me that experience card that you still have.
Is this these growth cards?
Oh, you didn't
No,
have
it's
any.
like
Never mind, that's fine.
No.
You can have, I thought you had 100 experience left. All right, cool. So, to catch everyone up, you are members of the King's Raven. The King's Raven are the elite fighting force, typically the King's Guard of this world. And today we're having an encounter that's a little bit off the beaten path. It's not in the main storyline. We're mostly doing this to be able to play test some stuff and figure out mechanics, but that is the lore of this world. Before you were a member of the King's Guard, you could have been anyone. Your memory is wiped when you join. And so your only family that you know or need are your fellow King's Raven. So, recently, while doing your patrols, you came across a village that complained of an ancient crypt from which undead beasts and monsters were roaming through the night and taking and hassling and harassing the villagers and their innocent sheep. And so you looked like good King's Raven, set out on a quest to find this crypt, and find it you did. Around midday, you came to the entrance of this crypt, and while trying to breach the doors, you hear a thundering commotion through the woods, a crash and a clunk. And as you look over the field, you see a hill giant emerge through the woods, surrounded by a pack of goblins. And the giant bellows in a large voice, "Ooh, you on Klonk's holy ground! You die now!" And you're under attack. And so, I would like you to place your minis in any of the starting locations. This is a dangerous battle. You are vastly outnumbered. It will take all of your wits and cunning to survive. However, through fresh battle training, you have learned to act as a cohesive unit, and you will all be taking your turns simultaneously.
What?
What?
These are the enemies at the bottom here?
They are. There's a big-ass hill giant surrounded by a lot of goblins.
My big guy disappeared, and I can't create another one. just to let you know.
Okay.
I don't think it's that important, but
Should I have a deck in my hand of cards, and how many should that be?
So at level 2, you start with a hand size of 2, I believe. Yeah, at level 2 you start 2. You draw 2 cards of your very first turn of combat.
Okay.
And then you draw 1 at the end of each turn.
Okay.
And those go into your hand. So just look around. Enoch Shroot, we're gonna wait on you to get your cards into a deck before we get going.
Sorry.
No, you just drew a card. Just letting you know what's up. No real hurry.
Thank you.
And Stuart, you lost your Duder, and I need to give you another one.
yeah, I don't know how I lost him, but
I see your big guy sitting on the table next to you.
You do?
Yeah,
I don't.
I'm moving him.
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
he suddenly appeared again.
Weird.
Maybe I just turned invisible for a second. Yeah. Just a skill I have.
Okay, so you guys are all starting up there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So how does the simultaneous turn thing work?
So you guys are a well-lubed machine, and you know how to
Nice.
work amongst each other. So you can talk amongst yourselves, and we'll just have that be kind of like thinking about having worked together in the past. Try not to tell other people what they should do. More steer towards what you think you want to do, and then allow other people to react off of that. I'd say if you want to give direction to someone else, try to keep that to in-character conversation, like you're shouting something quickly. For example, let's flank them, or whatever. You know what I mean? But don't be. Just try to stay away from. You should use this ability to do this thing so that I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you'll all be going together. You can split up your movement and attacks in any way you want. Stuart, I went over this with you a little bit earlier, but I'll reiterate. On each turn, you have we have 2 different actions you can do on your turn. You have a standard action and a swift action. You have 1 of each, and they refresh each turn. Anytime, you may do an immediate action, whether it be on your turn or on the enemy's turn. Immediate actions are typically something that you have cards for. Since you're level 1, you may not have any immediate actions yet.
I drew a free immediate in my opening hand.
Lovely.
Um,
Enoch,
And-
you're 13 HP. I'm just going to pump you up a little there.
Thank you.
So I get to. I think I'm going to burn it right at the beginning here.
Sure.
Appropriately for my character,
let's
it's called
wait.
Mastermind.
We're not quite there yet. We're waiting on Ulysses to get his deck together, and then once we have that, and then we're going to roll for initiative, see who goes first, whether it is you guys
okay.
or the enemies.
Got it.
Okay, I think that's right. I have 13. There's 3 over there. That's right for level 4. Great.
All right. Are we all ready to go?
Yeah.
And then I draw 2.
You draw 2 at the start of your turn. So if you don't go first, these don't start in your hand.
Okay.
You can draw
Oh,
them
shoot.
now so you can be seeing them. That's fine. You just cannot use them until it's
Okay.
your turn. So feel free to drop them now if you want, just so you can be planning. But if you have an immediate, you can't use it until it's your turn. So everyone, please roll a d6. Oof, not good. Not good. Alright, we're gonna say that's a 2. So, if I roll a higher than a 2, I go first. And I rolled a 1! So you guys go first. There you go. Very nice. So, you were ready for them, you're prepared, and you see them emerging through the trees. What do you do?
I think we should hold the second level and make them come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
And then we
Should
can
we
always
move out?
retreat if we have to up to the top and still get some high ground.
Cool.
Sounds good. That means we won't get to attack this turn. Oh, sorry. That's more metagame.
No, go ahead.
We won't be able to start hurting them until they get further along. But I see your plan. I have a question for the DM.
Fire away.
Right here, do you see where the red hand is? Can they jump up?
If you hit
Along the-
tab, it
the-
pings.
Okay, can they jump up along these ledges?
It looks like they could.
Okay.
It looks like it's, more difficult terrain for them. Might take them longer, but, they probably could.
Okay.
So do we all go at the same time, or do we?
Yeah, you can
take turns?
movement and attacks. You all do it. You can like work amongst yourselves. You just wait. You can move into position. All of you can attack, however you want to do it.
I assume there's no such thing as holding an attack.
No, there's no such thing.
Okay.
Remind me how movement works and how much we have.
Well, it's on your armor. Your armor determines.
Oh,
your
that's
movement.
right. That's right. Okay.
I'm moving high behind this bush. It's not really a tree, is it?
And is movement just? Is there no diagonal movement, or
Diagonal is 1. So yes, there's.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
Do you get any bonuses if we're going downhill?
Nope. I might make you make an acrobatics check to not fall down the hill, but say for right now you're sure-footed. And you might want to resize your dude to make him fit on these things. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to use my free immediate to look at the top 3 cards of my deck, put them back in any order, and the top 3 cards of someone else's deck, put them back in any. Who wants me to arrange cards?
Oh, also, because I'm level 1, I don't draw any cards, right?
You draw at the end of your turn. You don't start with any cards in your hand, though. No.
Alright.
You can do that for me. If there are any draw cards in there, I have Magic Missile, which benefits from having a lot of cards in my hand.
Okay. So
Is it just rearrange?
Yeah, rearrange.
Okay. Then I guess
So you
it
want-
doesn't probably matter. But it might be nice. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool.
And I can now use my Swift if I want, right?
Yeah, you sure can.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Swift to move 2.
Okay.
And now I put a token on my Ancestry card, but I don't know how to do that.
So just draw one of these d6 you have in the top right-hand corner here, and place it on the card. And then set the rotation value to 1 by right-clicking on it. There
Cool.
you go.
Actually, I am going to use my Swift, which says your next range attack this turn deals 1 additional damage. Put a token on this card. But I am not going to make a ranged attack, so I'm just going to put a token on the card. Is that kosher?
Yes, because it says your next range attack deals +1 damage. It doesn't say it has to be used right now. So yes, that's fine.
Great.
Okay. Boop. There you go.
Thank
You're
God.
good.
I'm going to use my Pious Swift, putting it into play whenever an ally attacks an enemy that I've attacked. I will heal that ally, or that ally will be healed by 1 hit point, and then there's some tokens.
Okay, so I'm going to give you guys all a little something. This thing I'm placing in front of you is going to count as your immediate token as well. Whenever you use immediate, I want you to give it to me, and then I will give it back to you at the beginning of your next turn.
Is there something that we can just like flip over or something, so we don't have to like try and drag stuff around?
I don't have anything built like that, no, unfortunately. So,
Okay.
I mean, I can take it from you if you don't want to put it over here.
I'm actually going. Can I actually change what my Swift was because it didn't make an effect?
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
Can I change what I did for my Swift action? Or have I already done it?
I mean, sure.
I just realized something from my hand.
Yeah, that's fine. You didn't do anything with it, so you just got to remove the token.
Cool. Whose fly was that?
Sounded like a record squelching.
Oh, that was the zipper on my hoodie. My room is freezing.
All right, so let me know when you guys are done doing your things.
If there's no attack, do we get double movement or anything like that?
You can use double movement in exchange for a standard action, yes.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no
In that
in
case,
that case, yeah. Let's where was I?
I like how you guys are running up to the alternate starting positions that were there.
Well, we didn't know who was going to go first.
Sorry, did you want to be up here front? Oh, I can take. I have range. I can move back a little bit so you can take the
I've
front.
ranged too. Are you also a caster? Yes.
No, I throw spears.
Oh, okay, cool.
Someday I'd like to grow up and be a caster. I think I have heals. I think maybe a little
Melanie,
bit.
you're
casting,
level
yeah.
2, right?
Am I? Yeah.
Like you only have 6 cards. Oh, you have cards in your hand. Do you have cards in your hand?
I have one card in my hand and I put one pious down. Do I not have enough cards?
You do not have enough cards. You should. Oh no, I'm looking at Shoeshine. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, you have enough cards. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So whenever you guys are done, let me know.
I'm
I
good to go.
I'm done.
Okay. So the goblins start streaming forward.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
On Twitch?
2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
See, I was gonna make that joke and then I stopped myself and it just.
That's what I'm here
Regretting.
for.
If you think of a bad pun, you might as well say it before you say it.
Yeah.
Like an OnlyFans?
No.
Does anybody have a splash effect?
No splashing, no water. Water's not holy.
No, I mean, does anybody have an effect within like AoE or something?
Oh, okay.
I thought the same thing as you. Maybe like,
Yeah, I thought too. That explanation was apparently very needed.
Me too.
Well, his goblin was falling in the water while you said it, so it made sense.
That's true.
And then the giant picks up 2 of these goblins.
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
I don't like where this is going.
And
Hurl them out.
throws them. And
You in front!
Better-
they
better take
land.
damage.
They land up here, and then they run forward.
They don't take any damage. They're just good.
I've
Parkour!
done this before.
They're trained at this. And then now they're all going to sprint because they got dash 2. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, by the way, do I draw cards at the end of my turn?
Yes, everyone
Oh,
draws
that's
1
right.
card at the end of your turn.
Alright.
Oh, I dealt my cards. What does that mean?
Yeah.
You gave me
We all
one.
got one.
Everyone
and
give
then
Melanie
just
back her
give it back.
cards.
Can I please have my cards back? I'm sorry.
Are you purple?
I am
Akara?
purple. Yeah.
Aria?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, and that is the end of their turn. That's now your guys' turn.
Okay.
Okay. Well, fuck these guys.
Yeah. I guess we should take care of the top ones first. If we're doing turns at the same time, does that mean that like if we all does damage happen at the same time too? So like we can overkill stuff more easily?
You can decide however it plays out. If you want to attack simultaneously, if you want to move in position, if you want to attack 1 by 1, it's totally your call. However you want to deal it out.
Okay. Why don't...
Hey Zach, can you remind me what the flanking bonus is? Like what happens with flanking?
There is no automatic flanking bonus. Some items and cards specifically state that if flanking, you gain this. But
Okay.
unless you have something like that, it does nothing.
Alright, someone should flank with me.
Where are you?
I'm moving.
Because we could both flank this this one right here. What's the tab? Tab.
Alright, cool.
There's no opportunity attacks in this game, so
Alright.
feel free to move with impunity.
Are you able to give me a flanking bonus for this attack?
Yeah, do we both get flanking bonuses now?
I mean, if you both have items that give you bonuses when you're flanking, you are flanking now.
Alright, cool. I'm going to make an attack with my dagger.
Okay, so I believe that's a D6. Go
Mhm.
ahead and roll your D6.
3.
Wonderful, and that kills it.
Hey! I love when that happens.
So he runs up and you just stab it in the gut, and he screams and falls over dead.
Cool.
Is a standard action an attack
Typically,
as well?
yes.
Okay, cool.
But it'll
Cool.
say on the card.
Right, but it replaces your attack if you do a card.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
Can I get it? Do you have a little spider token? 'Cause I'm gonna summon some spiders
Let me see what I can find here.
because they're my
We've
friends.
just been using... The last game we used D6 to indicate what their life was for summons.
Yeah,
Fine.
does it have a summon? Does it have a... Well, that got pretty chaotic, so I think it might be... I'm gonna try something else if I can this time.
Okay.
Um,
For what it's worth, I'm waiting until the melee's done and either kill or don't kill. I'm just standing there, like, mimicking what they do. Like backseat punching.
I'm gonna use my swift to move 2, which will bring me here.
so
To allow
I'm
it.
gonna give you some rats. They're not spiders, but this is what you get.
Rats.
You get some rats.
Rats are almost as good as spiders.
Mm.
I just need one.
Well, now you have 2, just in case you want to put another one. And just keep a
Thanks.
D6 in front of you to keep track of its health for me.
Okay. So let's see. What am I gonna do? I don't get to stabby that guy, but I do have. All right, I'll continue the melee game here. So I'll come up to the side of this one, and I will try to do a melee attack with my hand axe.
Okay, roll that D6. All right,
Nice.
and you kill him.
Man, throw more goblins at us.
Oh, they will.
I'm in. Okay, cool. Now that's done. I'm going to ba-bum. Let me see how far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. I'm gonna move 2 over here. I can split up my move, right? So I move a little bit before the attack and a little bit
Yeah,
afterwards.
your movement score is how much you can move within a turn, but you can split it however you like.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack this one over here.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm gonna play Foresight as my Swift, which means I play with the top card of my library revealed, and I may cast this card as if it were in my hand. And if that card would cause me to pay life, I treat one as already paid that with my whole deck. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, that's why I put that one on top for you.
Hell yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm just going to attack. I'm not going to magic missile. I'm going to use my spears to attack this bad boy.
Ping him.
Ping.
Okay, cool.
Cool. So I would just roll a
A d6, yeah.
d6.
I believe you roll
Sweet.
1 or 2 with you miss.
Yeah, if I roll a 1 or 2, I deal no damage. Well,
Oh,
sorry to see that. So you throw it at the goblin. The goblin sees it coming, is able to dance to the side as it thwunks into the ground where it was just standing.
I have multiple. Yeah, says spears, so I don't run out of them. Cool. I'm gonna run back 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Does my
And I think that's all my movement.
can my spider rat move and attack on the same turn he was summoned?
Does it say that he can't on the card?
No,
Then
I
he
don't
can't.
think so. Let's make sure. Oh, it does. You may attack at the start of your next turn. Okay, I should read. Reading's hard. Fundamental.
I've heard of that.
Speaking of reading, I'm going to use my Swift action to play a Swift card.
Okay.
And it's unbreakable, and so it increases my max hit points based on my corruption. Is that my total corruption in my deck, or just my corruption in play, or how's that calculated?
Total corruption within deck.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to cheat and look because I don't know what that is. Is it okay for me to search my library for a
Yeah,
second?
just shuffle it afterwards.
Okay. Because I don't remember. Okay, so there's one more in there. So I'm increased by 2.
Okay.
So what's the little button in the big hit points thing just to calculate total, and then where I'm actually at?
Wait, what?
Okay. 14. Okay. Never mind.
Okay. Well,
There's 2 numbers.
The one at the bottom is your max HP.
Yeah.
The one at the top is what you are at. So you can go above your max, but just keep the 12.
Well, but this says my max increases by a number equal to my corruption. So it's actually, I think that I'm still at 12, and my max goes to 14, so someone could heal me up higher. Unless it's like...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm gonna rule that this is your current and max.
Okay.
But I'm gonna make a note on that one.
Okay.
Okay, you guys done? What's going on?
Yes.
I think so.
All right.
I have 2 more movements, but I think I'm still gonna stay here and be the most obvious target here. Blar! Clark!
Thank you, Clog.
All right.
You! Bring petty goblin here. I hit you.
So, this guy is going to be thrown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and land there. This guy is going to land here. And then he's going to move forward. He's going to come here. And this guy is going to come up here. Whoa. And your rat is going to get attacked. Melanie?
Dare you? My spider, you mean? My spider rat?
Yeah, your spider rat is going to get attacked, and it's going to be 4 damage to your spider rat.
No, that kills my spider rat!
Oh,
You
no.
monster!
Oh no.
I would...
That sounds like a nightmare. The spider rat, like...
Exactly.
You tried to flip the table.
You're lucky I'm too weak to flip the table.
Okay. Okay. And then Clark, this one only is able to swipe at you for 1 damage, so if you can do anything or mitigate it. And everyone, please remember to draw cards at the end of your turn if you forgot to do so.
My animal skins has a defensive 1, so
Then
does that mean
it
that I
doesn't
don't
even
take anything?
get through.
Okay.
3.
So, like, when a card says that you can return it to your hand by using it, that means that Like it doesn't go into the discard, and then you could potentially like use it again next turn.
You'd have to draw it again. So yeah, it's in your hand. So you have to play it. Some of the cards have like a play cost attached to them, like equipment, for example.
Yeah.
But if it's like an action card, it just goes back in your hand, means you can use it again.
Okay.
These guys are
Cool.
swarming up here now.
I tried to put a card in my hand, and it ended up on top of my head. So it's just like real life. Just like real life.
It's you can't even tell that this is a simulation here. It's just so accurate. These guys are
That's the big
swarming
crowd.
up and over you now.
I'm feeling a little claustrophobic over here.
Rude.
Yeah.
And it's
Ugh.
making it difficult to die on the board. There we go.
How do they smell, the goblins?
Like urine and
With
With
their
their
nose.
noses.
Sorry.
I mean, it's not funny. Why are we laughing?
Because we both said it at the same time. Because we're horrible, just terrible people.
all right. And it is now your guys' turn.
They're
I'd like
just
to know
running. They're not hitting. Okay.
Well, they had to dash to get up to you.
Okay. Cool.
I'd like to know where the giant center of gravity is, because I feel like he can't really balance on these stairs. Sorry.
I need to get
Play.
more cards in my hand. Like Magic Missile would be amazing here, but I would only be able to kill 2 of them.
I'm going to stab this guy with my dagger. For 4 damage.
He did.
Great. I just am stabbing people left and right here, man.
Can I move through enemies?
You may not.
Disagree.
Has
So,
have any of y'all taken damage?
No.
Not.
just
no.
took 1 damage, right?
It was prevented by my armor.
Oh, nice.
That's cool. I'm going to just move over.
Okay.
Which way are these guys
You
facing?
still
Are they
have a
all
swift action, remember?
Yeah, I might use it as people go, but I'm not going to use it right now.
I'm gonna move right here, so we're flanking.
Just remember, when you use a swift action, it adds. If you don't use it, you don't get to put a token on the card.
Yeah.
I'm noticing you have 2 tokens on the card, though.
Yeah, because I used it both previous turn.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use a swift to flank attack this guy right in front of me and deal 2 additional damage on my next turn attack, which is my stabby with my dagger. So,
Okay.
guess I'll roll 1d6. And I can get over there. My dice are so far away from me. So 4. 5. Probably overkill.
Yeah, that kills him.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm going to use my swift to move here.
Okay.
I'm gonna run up. Has everybody else gone?
No, I haven't gone yet. Which way is this guy facing, Zack?
They're all facing you. They look like they're about to rip into you.
Okay, cool.
Actually, in that case, I'm gonna try and take care of the one that's easiest for me to take care of. Oh no, there's a bunch of them around here.
There are a bunch of
Go
them.
Do whatever you're gonna do.
But I can move out now, and I can go behind
No,
him
no,
like
do
this,
whatever
right?
you're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move around him, and I am the sneakiest of sneaks. And I'm going to flank him and use my basic attack with my hand axe again, and I get +2 to my roll, and then the card goes back to my hand.
Okay.
I think. Unless I'm reading that card entirely wrong. So, swingy. So I got 3 + 2 is 5 on him in front of me.
All right, he is dead. You guys are laying about you and killing these goblins, but there's more flowing behind them after you.
Yeah.
So the way.
And then,
Oh, go for it.
it's okay. I'm actually going to see what you do first and then decide where to move after that, Yuli.
Cool. I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to use my swift action, so I will finally get that token on my card.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a ranged attack. I think I can just about reach the big guy.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a ranged attack against the big guy,
Okay.
against the orc. I'm going to anger poke the bear.
Not an orc, but
Oh, what is it? Ogre.
it's a giant.
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 A giant
And
what?
you know, if I just... Thanks. Nice.
A giant
Cool.
ugly guy.
So I roll a 1d6, right?
If that's what your attack is, if you're doing the light spears, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet. And then I deal an additional 1 damage if I hit.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Nice. So 4
Nice.
damage.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. And your
And
spear
then-
sinks into its belly, and it groans. But it doesn't look like it does a ridiculous amount of damage to him.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna be sneaky sneaks and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hide behind this tree. No, don't fall off the mountain.
Oh shoot!
Okay,
I should
so
have.
I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to move over here.
Oh wow. Well.
Did you use all your movements?
Yeah.
Oh, I can move you.
Oh.
Do you want to move back? I have. Oh no, I used my swift already. Damn it. Never mind. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think I'll be fine.
This is how we learn.
You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Let me know when you guys are done.
All done.
I think we're
Done.
done.
Oh, I do actually have splash damage, but not yet. In 2 turns, I'll have splash damage.
All right, from the trees, you can just make out some guys, some smellier-looking goblins that seem to be carrying something on their back that is smoking, and they charge in your direction.
Oh.
Carrying something on their back.
It kind of looks like a bomb they're carrying on their back.
Huh.
A bomb?
Are they headed to the capital?
Oh God.
Wow.
Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry.
What's the bomb smoking?
Wow, and apparently the bombs aren't heavy because they've got ridiculous movement here.
I mean, they got double movement. All right. And this guy is going to fly over here.
To fly?
What?
Does he have wings?
What?
Nope, he's getting thrown by the giant.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Thrown
Okay.
through the trees?
He threw
There are
them
trees in the way.
He threw them over the trees.
Over the trees, and he still doesn't get hurt.
Nope, they're
Impressive.
they are
impressive.
impressive goblins.
You're as tall as the trees. They're more like bushes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
All right, and feels bad, man. You guys all pulled back, and left your new recruit friend just surrounded.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
So he's probably gonna die now. Which happens. This is-
Well, there's enough movement in those things that you could have basically surrounded any of us and chosen to kill us. So
I mean, that's true. All right, so first attack coming in. These attacks all ignore armor because you are surrounded.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's 3 damage to you from 1.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm going to use my free immediate to prevent 3 damage.
Okay, so you take no damage. The next attack is 4 damage.
Okay.
Next attack is 6 damage.
oh,
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna die.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I'm gonna use another free immediate to heal myself.
Okay.
You
What?
can
No, you
also
only get-
discard your armor usually to.
You can. And the next attack is going to do 2 damage to you.
Alright, so I still die.
No, discard your
Bye.
armor, and then you can.
I already did.
Oh, you already did. Okay.
That's what prevented the 3 damage.
What was your
If-
armor?
if
What
I-
was your armor?
My armor was well, anytime anyone rolled a 6, it would have prevented all the damage. But they
Okay,
ignored
well-
my armor. So it didn't matter.
No, that would still count because you dodging.
Oh,
It ignores
well-
defense. It doesn't ignore armor, so you can mark yourself back up to 6.
Okay.
And when you
Yeah.
trash a card, put it in recycle. You don't put it back in your deck.
Well, this one said shuffle it into.
Ah, okay, word. Got it.
But
If this smuggler card does a heal 1, I assume that's on me. It's not an ally, right?
Can you read it to me?
It just says heal 1. Look at the bottom card of your library. You may put it on top. Draw 2 cards.
Yeah, I'd say that's just you.
oh, and also for my free immediate, I get to do a thing.
So I believe that's been 4 attacks coming at you. So we have another attack coming at you.
Oh, we meant to draw a card last time, right?
Yep, you draw a card at the end of every turn.
I don't know why. I just have a really difficult time with doing that when it's tabletop simulator.
Yeah, not having things in front of you makes it a little sucky.
Yeah, I'm like all the way on the other side of the board getting distracted.
So let me know when I can roll the next attack on you, Stuart.
Okay, so I've used 2 free immediates, but can I still use a regular immediate?
Sure can.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to use second wind.
Nice. You can use that in response to attack. So using in response to this attack coming at you right now.
Yeah.
And so you get to attack this guy. So make your attack roll. Ugh, but he dodges out of the way.
Cool. And I also heal myself 1d6.
Okay, so roll the d6.
Please
You
roll better
don't
than
need to click the die when you just click it once. It'll do it.
Oh, okay. So I heal myself 4.
Wonderful. All right, so then the attack is coming at you now, and this is going to be 1 damage to you. And then we have
cool.
3 more attacks to get through.
oof.
This is another 1.
Okay.
Second to last attack. 4.
Roll a 6. Oh no.
Okay. Last one.
Last attack is a 6.
Yes!
You still have
you
your
did
armor.
Amazing! Alright!
And then this giant really wants to hit you, but the goblins are in the way, and so it gets really angry, and it attacks one of the goblins. And the goblin dances out of the way and like looks like, please don't! And so what it does is it reaches down, grabs him, and eats him.
That's what you get.
And this, stay on it. God damn it. All right. Well, the giant's in that general area. Okay. Okay.
This is where we have a board.
Yeah. That is the end of their turn. It's now your turn.
Can anybody heal a friend? I can.
I can't.
I can, but I wouldn't be able to attack as well.
Oh, I forgot about these guys. My bad. I'm not quite done. There's 2 attacks. There's
I
attacks
was
coming
gonna
at.
say.
Are you freaking cheaters? So Enoch Shroot, you have an attack coming at you, which is a
That was our
6.
turn.
Is a 6 to hit
Okay.
you. So 6 damage. And
Minus armor or whatever if you have
minus
armor.
armor. And if you have old robes, it doesn't hit at all. And then
I have old robes.
you have old robes?
Yeah. I literally have old robes because of the movement speed.
Nice. So yeah, that it misses. You're able to dodge it.
Hell yeah.
So then Ikaria, this attack is gonna be coming at you.
Uh-huh.
And this is gonna be a 2 to hit you. So 2 damage unless you can mitigate it in some way.
I got robes, but it's a 2, so
So you take 2 damage.
yes, sir.
Alright, now it's your guys' turn.
I feel like someone needs to get out of the way.
Okay.
So I'm going to really quickly fly over here.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I can if I remove 2 tokens from my.
Can you fly towards me so I can heal you and still attack?
Sure. I can actually fly anywhere on the whole board.
Yeah, this is your ultimate you're using, so be very thoughtful about how you want to use this.
It's okay.
Time to
It's only
use
2
it.
tokens, so I get it pretty frequently.
Okay.
If you go adjacent to me, I guess I can move to wherever you are, but...
Well, I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, then you can flank.
Wait. Here? I can get my guy there.
Good luck with that.
It can be a little finicky. I got it. Just let go of it.
Alright, cool. And I'm going to attack with my dagger.
Alright, roll that d6. And it's able to dance out of your way, I'm afraid.
Even though I deal 1 additional damage from flanking.
Oh, so you do 2 damage?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, your ultimate. If you're using your ultimate, I think you do extra damage, too.
Oh.
Weapon attack +1, add half your
And-
level. So you do 3.
so you do 4. I do 4 damage.
So you kill it.
Cool. I'm just
Hell yeah.
killing everyone, man.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to...
And then I'm going to use my swift to move right next to you.
New
nice.
guy's coming in clutch over here.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna be like...
Oh wait, no, I can't use my swift to do that.
Oh yeah, because you already used your swift to do your ultimate.
Yeah.
But you still have
Oh.
your movement.
Oh, then I'm just gonna move there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I'm gonna say thank you for saving me from that goblin. Way too close. And, then I'm gonna go back to back seat, fighting until I figure out what I can shoot at.
Okay. Who's going now?
Oh, and I'm going to use patch wounds. Sorry, that was what I was going to
I was like,
which
I'm
is
gonna
immediate.
heal me.
Which isn't immediate. It goes into my recycle, yeah?
I believe so, if it's, you know.
Heal yourself or an ally in an adjacent square by 1 plus your level. So I'm level 3, so it heals you 4, and then I draw a card.
Yep.
Which is going to be this one.
I'm gonna do a
Ooh,
free
thank
immediate
you.
to heal 1 and look at the bottom of my library and put it on the top, if I want to.
This has a free immediate that's when you draw this card, immediately draw 2 cards and roll 2d6.
Lovely.
But I haven't drawn it yet.
Wait, what?
No, not till the end of your turn.
No, you did. You drew it. You drew it because patch wound forced you to draw a card,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I drew the shredder, but this is out because of foresight. So I can play it at any time. Because I play with
Oh, I see.
field, but I don't actually draw it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't really follow, but I assume you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm following. That's correct.
Yeah.
Just because it's there doesn't mean he's drawn it, so
I'm on
it
the way
doesn't
to
happen.
breaking the game. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So actually, this might be a note, Zach.
Yeah.
Um,
So final days, it's a question of is it meant to take effect when it turns up, when we can see it, or when it's actually drawn?
Okay.
Because according to Foresight, it's play with the top card of your library revealed, which means I haven't drawn it yet.
right. So this card, since it doesn't have any kind of action on it that you can choose to play, it just has a trigger only. It either blocks his Foresight, so he actually can't play the top card of his library, or the effect happens when he turns it over with Foresight. We don't know.
Personally rule that you play it now as if you had drawn it.
Okay, great. Then I will play it. I'm going to play with the top card of my library revealed, which happens immediately. And cool. So I roll 2d6, and if I roll 2 1s, as a free action, make a deal with death to stay alive. So I draw 2 cards immediately, which means that's drawn, and that's drawn. And then this goes and gets flipped over. Cool. And I roll 2d6. This is if I roll 2 1s. So I didn't roll 2 1s.
Okay.
So I guess this goes into my discard. And that's it, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, now that was an immediate action. So now I'm waiting for everybody else to finish before doing my turn.
Okay, because you've taken your regular action, which was to heal Stuart, right?
No, that was an immediate action.
That was okay.
I've not done my regular action or a swift action yet.
Well, what do we know about these bombs? You could use your corruption to maybe blow all of them up when they're close together by taking control of a bad guy with a bomb.
That's a good question.
You know,
DM,
you know what
do
you
we
see.
know about these bombs? Okay.
You know
what do we
you
see?
You see some
We just
guys
see-
running with bombs strapped to their back.
Okay. No insight check or perception or
This ain't D&D, yo.
anything.
I'd like to stab the guy if we're just waiting. I like to,
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Shank-
everybody else. Everybody else.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna shank this guy behind me.
All right. Roll that D6, I believe.
Heck yeah. Oh.
He's able to dodge out of the way your dagger, I'm afraid.
No, actually, never mind.
So, are you guys done? What's going on?
Nope. I'm waiting for Kral. Have you moved yet? Kral?
Yeah.
Kral?
I have not. I have not moved yet, so I don't want to abandon Karia up here.
I can move with you. We could stick together. I have not moved.
Okay, so in that case, let me count squares here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'll need a DM ruling because of the... my sling has a range of 7, Zach. From where I am right now, can I hit the giant?
You sure can.
Okay. So I'm going to Yeah, I'm going to use my... Oh no, both of those are flanking. I'm not flanking. Okay, I'm just going to use the sling, I think. Let me check my... Yeah, okay, I'm just going to use my sling and roll a d6 and hope to roll high.
Okay.
And so sling a rock at the giant.
Okay.
And fail. Alright.
Right.
Typical Clark.
It bounces right off his blubbering gut.
Yeah.
All right. Who else needs to go?
So,
Me.
Melanie, are we retreating?
I feel safe when I'm by your side, so whatever you
Okay.
do.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, I just
He
saw
can say, "Fuck, not here. It's my hidey space."
Ulysses. Michael. I didn't realize Mike was in the chat room. Michael ruled in on the final days. It only happens when you actually draw, so you just see it coming.
Okay.
But it's fine. It
Okay,
already happened.
cool.
But you know.
You see your final days coming.
Mm-hmm.
I like the.
If you have foresight. Yeah. You have the foresight to see your final days. That's pretty cool.
Coolio, I think I'm the only one who's left. I'm not going to use my magic arrow this turn. How does defense work?
It mitigates damage. So if you have defense of 1, it'll subtract 1 from any damage coming at you.
Okay, and have we seen these guys have any defense or not?
When you've been rolling 1s, they've taken no damage.
They've taken no damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna not use my magic missile this turn. I'll wait a little bit. Is there a maximum hand size?
No. Not
Okay.
currently. We've been talking about whether we need
Cool.
one or not. We need to playtest some more.
Cool. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I'm gonna move over here. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can, if that works for line of sight. 1, 2.
You can pass through us as long as you don't land on our square, by the way. If you want to go out out and back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I can go out and back. There and back again. I have line of sight of this guy, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna do a regular spears attack. I'm gonna use my swift to pump up that base,
Okay.
and yeah,
Do it.
make a roll. Cool.
Oh,
Wow. This
Ulysses.
is
That
3
feels
runs
pretty
in a row.
You have the worst
Gross.
rolls of anyone I've ever
I
played
know.
with. My God.
That deals. That. I suck at gaming.
The orange.
Clark has never hit with his sling, by the way.
He's pretty good at rolling in Overwatch.
That actually. That would have dealt pretty good at rolling in Overwatch. Got it. That would have dealt, I guess, no damage. Yeah, it would have dealt no damage. Then it would have dealt 1 damage because that's +1, but that's defense, so no damage.
I'm not sure if
I'm
that's
gonna run
how
back
it
over
works.
here.
1 additional damage.
It says deal no damage. I don't know if that's 0 damage or no damage.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It is no. It says you deal no damage. So I think that that specifically is going to negate the, because it's none. No damage. So modifiers
Cool.
don't affect it.
So I threw a spear and it lodged itself in the tree, even though I had in the bush, even though I had line of sight.
It's more that he ducked.
Oh, he ducked.
Your aim
Okay.
is true, but they can get out of the way.
Cool.
All right, is anyone else still have to go, or are we ready for the
Let's do it.
onslaught? Okay.
Yep.
And you regain your immediate at the beginning of your turn, right? Not the end of your turn.
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
So you have a couple.
Everybody
goblins.
remember to draw a card.
Yes, everyone draw a card.
Thank you.
And you have some goblins that are being thrown at you.
It's raining goblins. Hallelujah.
Oh, you guys are just out of range.
Nice.
You're just out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah!
I'm going to use. Nah, never mind. I'll just. Actually, no. I will use Timely Reap. Which I accidentally dropped on the floor.
You can use that in response to them attacking you, you know.
It says that I can use it in response to a ranged attack.
You can use it, and that's a bit of a weird. You can use immediates anytime. So I actually made a note about that card last session. It might get changed a bit. You can use that because that text is a little misleading. So if someone attacks you, which you're about to get attacked by these two goblins around you, can use it
Spoilers.
to like jump out of the way right when you get attacked.
Okay. Cool. Then I will probably do so. Let's
Okay,
see.
so we got a D6 coming at you.
And me?
Yep.
Alright,
so
then I'm going to jump out of the way with Timely Leap.
Okay, so where are you going?
I'm going. So I ignore hazards.
Yes. So
Which
you can jump
means-
down the cliff if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump here.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, this one's gonna be attacking Enoch Shroot.
No.
That's the only attack that's getting in because you guys are all just out of range. And it's a 6 to hit you, but you have robes.
Robes.
Jesus Christ.
It gets caught in your robe.
I'm so good at robing. I can't roll for shit. But
But you can robe very well.
yeah. Not so good at disrobing.
Oh.
That was a better pun to be had, but I couldn't think about it. Is this like the Smash Bros?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Tune?
No, this is actually Chrono Trigger.
Word.
Wow. I've not thought of Chrono Trigger in a long time.
All right, and they once
Maybe.
again don't get attacked, but now you're pretty well surrounded. So it's your turn. You all gain back your immediates. So I'm just turning them red if you still have them. Oh, you actually gave me mine. Oh, Ulysses, you're so
I
good.
did.
Look at you. Thank you. But I think your idea is better, so I'm gonna change it to. I'm just gonna change color whenever you use it.
Okay.
Okay, it's your guys' turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna throw some roots at the bomb carrying guys.
Okay.
So,
This
what?
one, the close one, I'm gonna be able to hit. So, just.
okay, great. So I choose 2 enemies and I deal 2, ignoring their defense. They may not move until the next round, but I can take 2 damage to do a third. So
Okay.
I'm going to do these 3 here. 2 damage to each of them. Yeah.
And there are a bunch of explosions that happen.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was hoping for. Do they damage the giant?
Yeah,
That's what
they
I
do.
wanted. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Get it?
Well
giant have
done,
4, not 6?
Melanie. Well done. Okay,
Pew, pew,
let me
pew.
look this up.
Fireworks.
Oh, they do a lot of damage. Oh, they do a lot of damage. All right, so So this one explodes, doing no damage to no one. We're doing no damage to everyone? Is that correct?
To
I don't
anyone.
know.
Anyway,
Okay, just how many squares? How many squares is the range of this bomb?
It does a certain amount when it's within 5, and a certain amount when it's in 10. So this one's within 5, so it's doing 2d6 ignoring armor to the giant, and then this one's within 10, so it's doing 1d6 ignoring armor. And so I think I just rolled a 5 or 6. I think I rolled 6. So
That doesn't help the fact that we're surrounded now, guys. I'm sorry, but I saw those bombs and they frightened me.
And yeah, it was a great move. So,
It's okay. I haven't been playing my orc very well, so you guys just I'll take some hits this time and build up some power.
So this guy is taking 11
Me too.
damage. So
ignoring armor, right?
yes. All right. This guy has more than 6 HP. I have
Did
a
the
way.
goblins also?
Oh yeah, these guys are gone. These guys are gone. There's craters now where they were.
Okay, I'm gonna yell, "Good idea!" And unless are you still doing anything? Sorry.
And right, since the ogre or the giant actually has an immediate, he looks very upset at this, and he looks over at the last one, and he picks him up and shoves him, bomb and all, into his mouth and chews on him and gulps.
Okay. I guess I'm not
Wow.
going to attack that guy.
Damn.
And the bomb didn't go off? I guess he might have put it out with his saliva.
There seems like there's some rumbling going on in his interior.
These tum- tum-
Rumbly and it's
tums.
tumbly. Can we move through the
okay.
tree squares?
No, you may not.
Okay, I'm done until we decide to move, so.
You lot can keep going, yeah.
I'm going to throw a spear at this guy.
Who are you throwing a spear at? I missed the ting. Okay.
That guy.
Alright, wonderful. And you skewer him.
Cool. Yes. And then I'm going to move where hopefully no one can chase me right now.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I will in a second here. Let's see here. So I will use my basic axe attack on this guy right here.
Okay.
Let's see. Yay.
Do you have any bonuses or just 1 damage?
Right now it's just dead. No, it would just have been 1 damage.
Alright, so you slice out him, but he's able to knock your axe out of the way and get away from it.
Yep. And then for my, let's see here. Stuart is still very squishy down there.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I'm going to move. I think I'm just going to move around so that they can't like get beside me or behind me.
Okay.
And yeah. I could have done that a little bit better, but that's okay. And I'm going to use my swift attack to Oh, I have to move 3 if I do that. Where I was right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is what I actually do. I'm back here. I'm going to use a card called Shove for my swift attack.
Okay.
I'm going to move 3 and I'm going to push an enemy 2 squares.
Okay.
So I'm going to move to here instead. I'm going to push this guy back over here into the way.
Okay. I got it.
Okay.
Shove him off the edge of the cliff.
I was thinking about that, but then I didn't want to just go run over to Stuart and be like, here, let me poke you. And that's why I was looking at Stuart's health. Because I don't think knocking him off the cliff would kill him, so.
Yeah, but they'd be on the other side of the cliff.
It's more like
I'm
a
shouting
steep
at you.
hill.
Has,
Oh, okay.
has everybody else gone?
Yeah.
Everything except movement.
Cool. I am going to finally use Magic Missile.
Okay.
First, I'm going to use my Swift. So my next range attack this turn deals 1 additional damage. Then I'm going to use Magic Missile, which is I pay 2 life. And then I deal 1d6 plus the number of cards in my hand. And I distribute this damage as I choose across to up to 3 enemies.
Okay.
Is that including Magic Missile or not including Magic Missile?
I'm sorry? I don't understand your question.
So number of cards in my hand. If I play Magic Missile, does Magic Missile count or not?
I mean, you deal 1d6 damage, and then plus the number of cards in your hand. So, if you roll a 3 and you have 3 cards in your hand, you do 6, and you could distribute that as you wished.
Right.
It doesn't count. It doesn't count. When you play,
Okay.
Yeah, when-
it doesn't count. But
when you play the card, it's no longer in your hand, and I think the check would see that it's being played and not in your hand.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, no, it doesn't include Magic Missile as one of the cards in your hand.
cool. So that's still 5, and then I'm going to roll 1d6.
Mike just concurred on that ruling.
2.
Okay.
Plus 1 is going to be 3, plus 5 is going to be 8. Dealt as I wish.
8 damage. Okay, to whom?
8 damage. I know that if we've been dealing 2 damage, they take 1. Or if we deal 1 damage, they don't take any damage.
That is correct.
So I'm going to deal 3 damage to the one closest to me. I'm going to deal 3 damage to this one. And then... Okay, I think I'm just going to deal the other one to this.
How much damage? 2?
2 damage. Cool. And then there's no penalty for shooting uphill, right?
No.
I'm gonna run away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Alright, since
What
you're
up,
trying
my
to
friend?
use your full movement to scramble down this hill, I'm actually going to have you make an acrobatics check.
Oh, I don't have to use I can take my time.
Well, you can, if you
That's
want to
fine.
move, if you want to subtract your movement by 2, I'll allow you to scramble down without making your acrobatics check.
Okay, I'll subtract it by 2.
Okay, cool. Anyone else doing anything?
If we're fleeing and going down that hill where it's nice and safe, I would like to do that as well.
Well, by all means, madame. If you subtract your movement by 2, I won't make you make an acrobatics check to go down the hill.
Where's the fun in that? Do I have acrobatics? Hold on. I do not. That sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Not
You
hurting
don't have
myself.
any skills. You haven't given yourself. Oh no, that's Stuart's. I'm looking at. Have you given yourself skills?
Yes, I have 2
Okay.
cards up, but one
Okay.
of them.
Yep, you do not have.
That was
Acrobatics.
really mean. You don't have any skills?
No, I'm
Really
used to it. It's
mean.
fine. Nice to meet you. I'm Melanie. I have no skills. I'm
Well-
I'm dangling. I'm dangling by my little fingers off.
Yeah, same here. What do we do about this?
What are you trying
There.
to do here?
Move to this square.
No, you can't end on the edge of the hill. So you can fall down the hill if you like.
Sounds safer than being up the hill. I can't be on this little ledge.
No,
I'm break dancing.
no, you. I mean, I'll allow you to make. If you want to try to like hang out on the side of the hill, I'll let you make like a brawl check or a strength check.
No, I'll just get to here.
Brawn check.
Okay. In that case, where was I here? 1,
At least only 2 of them can hit me if I'm there.
5, 6. There we go.
That space is not a space either. You can hang out. You can hang out here if you like, or you can fall down the hill.
I think I'm gonna fall down the hill. I don't have a choice.
So you're not gonna hang out here. You're just gonna throw yourself down the hill.
I'll hang out.
I mean, it's your
fine.
call. Whatever you want
No,
to do.
no. When you phrase it like that,
Hey, I'm going to be AFK for like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. We're nearing the end. But that's
Here, you know what? Hold on. Okay, this is bad roleplay. Melanie, go behind me here.
it sounds like exactly what I would want to do.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
You smell real nice. I like being back here. You must not. You haven't bathed in a long time.
That's right.
That's why I like you.
Okay. So if everyone is done, we are going to be throwing some goblins down here.
I think I'm done. Am I done?
Oh, draw a card.
Yeah, I'm done.
Everybody draw a card.
If you run out of deck, you just reshuffle your recycle, right?
So the giant comes crashing through the trees. And I'm having a hard time. I can't click on the trees to get rid of them. Okay, but those trees aren't there anymore. They've been knocked over.
Is this guy next to me, closest to me, is that an immediate square next to my square?
It is.
Yes.
Then I'd like to respond with a timely leap,
Okay.
ignoring hazards down this hill.
You know, you can do that in response to an attack as well. So you might want to wait till he attacks you if he does.
Ooh.
Because otherwise
okay.
he'll just move his attack to me.
Okay, I didn't read the whole card because reading is challenging.
I know it's hard.
It's really tough.
Why can't reading just be easier?
Yeah. You have to use your eyes.
Public schools, man.
There was a question that I think I missed, but Mike didn't, and he responded with just shuffle your discard. I'm sorry if I missed a question there.
Yeah, if we run out of cards tonight, I have 2 cards in my deck.
Okay, then
If we
you
run out
shuffle.
of cards in my deck.
You shuffle your discard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, if you need to draw a new card?
Is it
Alright,
Dominion
cool.
rule?
I need to do that.
I assume it's Dominion.
Is what?
Dominion rules.
Yep.
If you need to draw a card, you shuffle your deck.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
recycle.
All right.
Sorry.
So Melanie, this guy is going to try to attack you, but you're going to use your time to leap, I assume. So go ahead and
I'm gonna
put yourself
Yeah.
where you'd be.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Okie dokie. And then this guy is going to attack you, Clark.
Okay.
And that is going to come in. And that is going to be 4 damage, ignoring 1 armor, 1 defense if you have it.
I do have 1 defense.
Okay, so you
So-
take 4 damage.
Okay, so when I take 4 damage, a couple things happen here.
Okie dokie.
So I go to 10, and I get a token on my orc card.
Wonderful.
Come on, get out of there. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then I'm going to use a free immediate card called Charlatan.
Charlatan? Got it.
And so I'm gonna roll a d6. If I roll high, I draw 2 cards and I heal 2.
Okay.
And if I roll low, I pay a life.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a d6.
Okay, make sure that goes in your recycling.
Okay, cool.
Rolled a 6.
So that goes in the recycling.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm going to go back up to 12, and I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Okie dokie.
I am also going to do that because I have Mirror Cast. So it says play this card immediately after an ally plays an immediate action. Treat this card as a copy of that card. You may choose new targets and must pay any relevant costs as if you cast it yourself.
Cool. Where's the card? Oh, it's in your hand. Wonderful.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I'm going to play that as my immediate.
So you have to roll a d6 then?
I have to roll a d6. This
That's
is
a cool
I
card.
shouldn't have done this.
Hey!
I rolled high.
Yay!
Yay! The one time it counts. Okay, what do I do, Colin?
So you draw a card, you draw 2 and heal 2.
I draw 2. So I draw the last of my... Well, no, I don't draw the last of my deck. I draw this one. And that one. And then this one goes over and I flip it over. This is a question for Mike, I guess, is do I now shuffle my deck? Because this one is... I guess not, because it's still in my deck, technically. I'm not sure.
I would personally say shuffle your card and then just place this card on top of the newly shuffled deck. If that makes sense.
Okay, great.
Just so you get it done ahead of time. But the same card that was on top stays on top.
And then you also heal 2.
And I also heal 2, yes. Because I used my 2 health earlier. Cool, and I've used my immediate. Did you change the color? What do I change the color to?
Blue, but
Blue?
I can do it for you. Awesome. Awesome possum. Okay. So, right as you're doing this, everything fades to black. And you
How does
find...
it fade to black?
you
Is it
find
like a
your-
white? Like a Star Wars? Or are we...
and you-
Boo.
No, it's like Daft Punk.
Ah.
Gosh darn it.
I'm just
There we
not
go.
feeling it. If only we had some sort of music to represent the moment.
And you find you find everything freezing around you. The giant coming in to attack you, and the goblin bodies smoldering around it, and with stab wounds, and your victory close at hand. You hear a familiar voice. Well, it's familiar to all of you except for Elam, who has not heard this voice before.
This bitch.
And this voice says, "Oh, well done indeed. Oh, I had hoped that these brutes would be more of a challenge for you. Why, you're mopping them up so easily, aren't you? Well, I offer you a deal.
I'm not dead yet.
You see,
I can dance and I can sing.
I want a little bit more of a challenge. I want more of entertainment. So how about this, my dears? I make things just a little bit more difficult for you. And if everyone makes it out alive, why, then I will owe each of you a boon. What say you?
I'm pretty full up on boons, honestly. I don't think I need another one.
I don't have any boons.
I don't have any either, but I almost died.
Oh, that's right. You're very close to death.
I forgot what a boon is.
I have no idea. I
There's
just
no
don't like
system.
it.
Death is offering you a favor, though, if you win.
Okay.
Yeah, but we also have someone close to death, and all of us have to make it in order to receive this so-called
That's
boon.
true.
And the bad guys are going to get stronger for this. So the one that I mean, there's already, it could be if the homie behind Stuart rolls a 5 exactly, he squishes Stuart, right? And then we don't get anything.
And we haven't even really fought the giant yet. Do we really know how bad does the giant look?
We did 11 points to it and it didn't die.
Yeah.
My dears, if
Are we
this
saying
was
boon
a
to the
sure
boon?
thing, I would not be making
Let's
this
see.
deal with you.
I don't
Does
like
anybody
making
have
deals
heal?
with people who eat my soul, but you know.
Nobody has healing stuff, do they?
I have a little bit.
I don't have anything currently. I do theoretically have healing things.
I don't think I have a single card in my deck that heals another player. I have a couple that heal myself.
Well, it's like one of you guys should be
I have
taking
one.
Vitalist next time you level up.
I have one. Well, it depends on who we're playing with. I have one, and it's coming up soon.
Yeah, I have this pious. I just need someone to an enemy to live, because if I attack them and someone else attacks them, the attacker gets a hit point.
Yeah, I have pious, but that's not been that helpful.
I can
No.
just cast mine every turn and redraw it because there's no hand limit, so I can just have the cards in my hand, and cast it every turn until he's fully healed.
That's kind of true. That's a interesting way to game it. Like if you only play one card, then you draw it the next turn.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
Interesting.
But I just don't know if I have the shelf space for more boons.
We have an accord then. Lovely.
We have an accordion.
An accordion?
I hate all of you.
He's putting the squeeze on us.
Hey.
Right, let's do it. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah,
all right.
we have a chord.
Yeah.
All right. So
Do you have a polka soundtrack?
with
I was just gonna say that the giant will poke at us a little bit harder now.
I could go knock on McDowell's door if y'all want.
So, with that, the doors
feed into
from
the
the
situation.
crypt burst open. And a lot more guys stream out.
Ah, not bomby guys.
Are they bumping?
Bomby guys are pretty useful when Yuli can take over one of them for a turn, and they were very close together.
That's a good point.
This is very true.
If we just bomb one as well in the center, it should chain react them.
Boom, 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 boom.
Fireworks!
Set us up the bomb.
Seems like they're strategically staying far apart now. Oh my god.
They weren't here. They
How
were
did
not
they
here
land?
to
Yeah,
see what
they
happened
know.
before.
Actually, Zack, can we get an intelligence roll from each of them, please?
Well,
This
I mean,
seems a little meta.
these are suicide goblins that have been enlisted by death themselves, so you know they might be a little bit more exciting.
Hmm.
I don't buy it.
No.
Alright, so a whole bunch of them just streamed out. And
We have to fight them.
I believe we have 2 attacks coming at you. Stuart, I hope you don't
No,
die.
it's me.
Oh, you! Lovely, they're
Yep.
coming at you. That's definitely much better for you guys. Where are my rollers? There we go. Okay, so the first attack coming at you, Ulysses, and it is ignoring 1
Use my
defense.
immediate, right? I have used my immediate.
Uses
Cool.
1. It ignores 1 defense, but it rolled a 1. So 1 damage, ignoring 1 defense. If you have defense.
I don't have defense.
And then another 4, ignoring 1 defense, coming at you.
Okay, I'm going to do Chainborn to that,
Okay.
which is a free immediate. I
Okay.
draw a card, I move 1, and reduce the damage dealt to me by melee attack. I assume these are melee?
Yes.
By 3.
Lovely.
Okay, cool. So that goes there. I draw that. And I have this. Oh yeah, I got Mirror Cast again. Cool.
And then the giant is going to
So that,
slam
does
his...
that deal 1 damage?
I'm sorry, what? What's the question?
Does that how much damage did that deal?
Yeah, it was 4, so if you reduce it by 3, it was 1.
I reduced it by 3. Okay.
So you took 2 damage total, I believe.
Yes.
Cool. And so the giant is going to be attacking you, Clark, swinging out with his big
Yep.
old fists. And he's only going to hit
Okay.
for 1 damage because you're able to get underneath the blow. and use your armor to absorb most of it. So I believe it does no damage to you, but it does shove you back.
Okay.
And then he is going to creep in. He can't get to you now because goblins are in the way, and so he's really mad, and he attacks this guy because he's in the way.
Hell yeah.
It's good to have a giant on your side.
And
Yeah, it is.
he just decimates him and kills him, and then he moves closer. And it's your guys' turn now.
Whew.
All right.
I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Trollmaster says target creature with 4 or less health is under your control and may act during your turn during your next. Do I know what health can I get the giant under my control with this or not?
You would not be able to get the giant under your control with that.
Okay, cool. Great. Good to know. This is Swift. Oh, I have to play it as a Swift. Okay. All right. Actually, I'm gonna go first because I can shoot stuff in a row, which
Okay.
is super useful here.
Okay.
So how am I gonna do this? I can shoot up to 3 enemies. Which means I think, can I shoot these 3 if I get them in a row?
Yeah, you
Like
can.
which 3 can I shoot? Can I shoot
would.
these 3?
Yeah, I'd say you could shoot them too.
Okay, cool. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sweet. Oh, but that means. Okay, that means I have to be next to it, which kind of sucks. But I can't even get up there. Them being spread out is annoying for many reasons. Can I shoot all of these? Or the 3 goblins in a row?
I mean, they're on separate levels. I would rule that you can't really draw a line between them in any way. So you can get the 2 on the ground or the 2 up top.
Okay.
Could you
Alright.
go for the 2 up top? Sorry, we're not supposed to do that. I lied. Do whatever you want. Alright.
You can.
Go for the big guys.
I'll just save it. Okay, no, you're right. I'll go for the big guys. I'll get the 2 up top. With a attack, and I'm going to use Shredder, which I don't have any I haven't used any tokens of it. So that's going to be my immediate action. Which means the next attack I make ignores armor.
Okay.
And I'm going to remove all of these tokens.
Okay.
And that's going to be a swift, that's going to be an immediate, and then I'm going to attack the 2 up top and ignore armor.
Okay.
With my light spear.
Okay.
So I just have to not roll a 1 or 2.
Oh my god, please. Oh my god, please. Re-roll that.
Wait. No, I'm
Click
gonna.
on the die. Just re-roll that. Don't click on the die when you roll it. Just click on the button. You don't need to do anything
Just
after
click on
that.
the button?
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You mess it up when you click on it.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Inspire.
Yeah.
What are you using?
Inspire.
So I roll again?
You roll again, and you take the highest of the 2 and add 1 to the result.
I swear to God, if you roll another 1.
I'm not touching it.
Okay.
Nice.
Roll a 5.
Alright.
5.
Okay, so 5. Thank you.
And then I
I'm so
turn my
excited.
color blue because I used it.
Yes, please and thank you.
This should be turned the other color again.
You just used your immediate, so it should be blue, right?
Oh, I did just use my immediate.
Yeah.
You are right. Okay, so that's going to be 5 plus.
Melanie, have you used your immediate this turn? I think we need
Not
to
yet.
change that
Oh,
back.
oh, was
That was from last turn. I forgot to switch it.
5 plus 3. So it's going to be 8.
Okay,
And it ignores defense.
8 and ignoring.
It deals damage to both of these. To these two.
All right, so this guy survives, obviously. Just kidding. He's very dead. All right, so that arrow just sinks, goes straight through him, and he lets out a groan, and that looks like it really freaking hurt. However, he's still alive.
Yeah. No. Okay. I don't think I have any other things that I can do. So I'm going to run away. One,
oh,
two,
God! Stay! Still!
three.
Stay! Stay!
Okay,
Stay!
no, I'll stay. I'm gonna stay
Don't
for
leave
now.
me! Don't leave me!
I hear the calls of my companion.
Okay, so before she flees. I'm gonna move up here and I'm gonna shank this guy with a dagger.
Okay, roll your d6.
Well, she's just gonna fall down. She's very clumsy. And I get an additional 1 for flanking with a dagger.
Have you not been
So,
using
3.
your racial swift at all, Melanie?
I was just about hold.
Okay.
Give me a second.
So, do your thing. Do your thing.
Did he not die? Wait, did he
What-
not die
what'd
with
you
my
roll?
3? A 3.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to continue on. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm going to reach out and touch someone with fire. Do 1 damage, ignoring armor to that guy.
Reach out and touch fate. Oh,
Exactly.
Dead,
Yeah, I was
dead,
thinking that
dead,
too.
dead,
Alright, and now I've used my racial swift and I get a little token.
Hooray!
Can I go?
And
Can I run away now?
you can run away now. Run away.
3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay,
7.
I'm going to use my racial
No.
swift to
I'm hiding in the
heal.
water. No, I'm hiding in the water.
You're gonna jump
I
into the
don't want
water.
zombie.
All right.
I'm gonna heal Icaria 1.
Nice, thank you. Why does my name keep disappearing?
Actually, Ulysses, I'm gonna say when you get into the water, you realize the water is quite swift, and it might be difficult for you to stay. You can choose to, but I'm gonna make you make some rolls to see if you don't get pulled along with the river.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it then.
Okay. Stay
Can
up
I make
there.
it to that piece of land actually?
You can make an acrobatics or athletics check to try to jump.
No, I'm good.
Okie dokie. All right. So what are you doing, Stuart? I heard.
All
you
right.
say-
I was using my racial swift to heal Icaria 1.
Okay. Lovely.
And then I continue
Alright.
fleeing and hiding behind a stump.
Okay.
I'm assuming I have to step forward once if I want to hit him. Is he back there? Or
Yep.
okay.
Yep. Yep. So because he punched you backwards.
Okay.
They
So
don't-
I'm
If
Step
they don't
forward
see you,
1.
Stop them. Sorry, Colin.
say again.
Nothing.
Okay. Sorry, I was trying to read cards, and I'm sorry I missed your joke because that's not fair. Okay.
No, it's bad.
I will. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to play sneak attack, and just for the damage bonus. I don't get the flanking ability where it returns to my hand, so I'm gonna burn it.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna add 2 to my damage roll, and I'm going to try to swing the hand axe.
Okay. So make your attack. All right. So you sink. It doesn't seem to do that much damage to this guy. His skin is thick.
Okay, so that was 5 damage.
Oh,
Okay.
it's 5 damage total?
Yeah, because it's 3 plus 2 because I burned my card to raise my roll
thank
by
you.
2.
Okay, so you did a bit more damage. But...
Yeah. Okay. And he seems to eat people our size as opposed to attack them. So I think I want to move out of his range. Let me see real quick. I do have an athletics skill. Can you tell me more about how the athletic roll thing works, like with a skill point in it?
So right now I'm going to have you roll a d20. And if you get above the difficulty that I find in my head, then
Okay.
you'll succeed. Otherwise, you'll fall flat in your face prone and run out of movement at the base.
Okay, got it. Definitely going to do that to get my maximum range, and also because it sounds hilarious if I fall down.
Okay.
So
roll a d20.
Okay.
And do you have any acrobatics or brawn or anything
I
that
have-
can modify it?
I have acrobatics 1, and I have brute, I have athletics and brute.
Okay.
But I don't know if brute works, but
Okay, so it'd be 1. What'd you roll? Where is it?
I rolled a 10.
Lovely. All right, so yeah, you succeed.
Okay.
You're able to,
Cool,
to
so-
run down and just use your movement normally.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as I can get. Okay. Cool. Which is the bottom of the hill anyway. Like whatever.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Good.
But I did it. I did it very acrobatically.
Very true, very true. All right, you guys done? What's going on here?
I'm going to throw Light Spear at the giant.
Okay, make that attack roll. Ooh,
Hey.
spicy. So just
It
6
was
damage?
lovely. Yep.
Alright, this guy looks like he's on his last legs right now, and he's starting to frantically look around.
And then I'm gonna move over here. Fall down a far away.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn now?
Yeah.
Falls down the hill, lands there. Falls down the hill, lands there. Falls down the hill, lands there.
This guy is watching all of his friends fall down the hill and is like, nah, I'm gonna take the steps.
Oh, we
I'm
draw a
assuming
card
it's-
at the end of our turn, right?
We do.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Final days. We have a final days. Oh no, that's when I draw. You have a ruling.
Mm-hmm. The ogre runs over here, and he grabs one of these guys, and
Oh.
he eats them.
Yeah,
This is
maybe
why I
we
went down the
stop
hill.
attacking the ogre.
Yeah, maybe.
He's on our side.
All right. Cool.
The
Is he supposed to have a 1?
Hmm?
Is he supposed to have a 4 facing up? I don't know what that means.
It's mostly for my benefit.
Okay.
All right, and that is the end of their turn.
Because they all double moved.
Mm-hmm. You have a stream of
All right.
bombs coming at you.
So I can Thrum master one of them, but I have to get close to it.
I hate to say this, but I have to heal one, and the person closest to me takes 1 damage.
That's me, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
I healed you one last
Can
turn.
you move?
I
Can you
wouldn't.
move us
It's
to
at the
be next
beginning
to
of
me?
my turn. Oh, can I move close to you? I can move close to someone else. Yeah, for sure.
But if it's at the very beginning of your turn, then it happens the moment your turn starts. You can't
Right,
move.
but for next turn, I'll get close to someone else who's not dying.
Okay, yeah, got you.
Or you can just not be close to anyone?
I can get
Or
close
just-
to an enemy. If I'm closest to an enemy, then
okay.
I'll take it.
Cool.
That might be
Yeah.
depending on the enemy. But...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says
Well, yeah.
closest, right? Not like next to.
Yeah, it's closest.
It's
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So DM, like, I'm staring these guys really close now, right? They're right next to me.
Yeah.
Does it look like I would be able to hit them with my axe and not set off their bomb?
Nope.
No? Okay.
You gonna roll for that or just no?
I mean, you know what? Here, you can try. You can certainly try.
He's
You
been
want to
trying.
roll a d20 with a DC to avoid hitting their bomb that's already lit? Then sure.
Okay.
But you know what'll happen if you don't make it.
So this is a fuse type bomb. Like, if it gets water on it, it's gonna.
They seem
out.
to have the ability to detonate them themselves. But yes, it is going to blow up eventually, regardless.
Right, but if they get wet,
Ooh.
You can. Do you have like an alchemy or arcana check you want to try to make here?
no, but I have a river that's right next to me.
I mean, you don't know for sure that water would stop a fuse.
Depends on the kind of fuse.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to attempt to throw a sling at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and make that roll.
And let me see if there's anything else I want to do to that. Because I can't modify my dice roll at all, which is what I would need to do to change the ranged attack. So yeah, I think I'm just going to make the roll and just hope to get a high roll here.
Okay.
Fail, as usual.
I'm sorry, dude.
Okay.
Elam, I want you to know that I did not choose to hurt you. It was triggered by my corruption. I would not have made that decision.
You can do that to me from now on, because I actually get a token if I take damage, so you'll be giving me tokens by...
I just want him to know that I think we're friends, and I'd like to stay friends.
No hard
You know?
feelings. I just sapped some of your life energy. Sorry, bro. Alright, who's going? What's going on?
I'm gonna,
Okay,
before Elam moves away from me, I'm going to play Final Days from my hand.
Okay.
Or from my deck. I haven't drawn it, but I can play a free action, right?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So roll your d6.
So I'm going to roll my 2d6. There's one of them.
And you're fine.
That's just one of them, right?
Well, yeah, but they both have
Oh,
key
but
points.
yeah. Okay, so I draw 2 cards. That's going to be 1, and then, whoops. I shuffle that. Oh, it's just that one. Cool. So this is going to be drawn into my hand, and then Final Days gets recycled and shown as the top of my deck. And then I'm going to Patch Wound on Elam.
Ooh, thank you.
Which means I guess I draw Final Days again.
So do you just have to keep drawing Final Days now?
Which means I play it. Yeah.
So you infinitely draw Final Days. You went infinite.
You did it!
We did it! And we all just learned how the rest of us are going to be spending our final days watching him draw this card over and over again.
Well, this means he dies.
Just watch out for those snake
He
eyes.
just killed himself.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wait, did he?
Wait, I don't get it.
What's happening?
Yeah, only a few of us understand what's funny.
So he
And that
basically
doesn't
made it.
include me.
He's his entire deck is either in play or in his hands, and Final Days is the only card left in his deck. Because when you run out of your deck, you recycle your recycle pile. So he keeps drawing Final Days. He keeps going back into his recycle, and it makes him draw 2 cards and roll 2d6 every time he rolls 2d6. If he rolls double once, he dies. He has to infinitely play this card now.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
wait. I don't
I
think
get
that
it.
works because when you draw it, like when it's being played, it's not in the recycle yet.
Yeah. So like
No.
he has to use his immediate
Because
to
of the way,
to roll, right?
the way we rolled on Magic Missile, right? Which did not go into my hand. It should have.
Okay, no, that's
Which
so you're okay.
means
It's
that
not
as soon
quite
as you
as
play it,
hilarious. You're right. You will have to keep drawing it every turn.
you have to keep throwing it every time unless I.
Every turn, but not
Okay.
infinitely this
Oh
turn.
man, that's a bummer. That was so funny.
And he still has a 1 in
Infinite, but
36.
I did go infinite.
He does have a 1 in 36 chance to die.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, you just are gonna have to draw every turn.
Cool. This is great.
Okay, wait. Did you heal me?
I did.
What'd you heal me?
I healed you 4,
I appreciate that.
Okay, what are you
and I
guys
do the
doing?
card again. I definitely do it at least twice this turn, so I have to roll again, I guess.
Okay.
Great.
Good. You're good.
Now it's in my deck, and it's over there. Is Patch Wound still in my hand? I don't even know anymore. I think it is because I rolled the final. Yeah, it is. I think. Anyway, somebody
Okay.
else go.
What's happening?
Can I throw a
Okay.
spear? I'd like to chuck a spear.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you do that,
Okay.
I'm going to use my Swift and take two things off my thingy
Okay.
and fly my way like over here somewhere.
Okay.
Like whatever 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. If I can stand up here.
You're there.
Cool. And then my attack does +2. And I'm going to chuck a light spear at this.
Okay. So roll that d6.
So it does
So
6 damage.
He explodes, which causes this guy to explode, which is going to hurt the ogre, or hurt the giant. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Melanie's got a sphere to throw too.
Yeah.
We gotta get rid of these ones close to us.
Exactly. Yeah.
Seriously,
I want.
need to get. Yeah.
I'll chuck a spear at this number 3 guy.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. If you chuck it at this one, then you might be able to blow up both of them.
Think
Oh,
this.
hang on. I can magic missile all of them. If you let me go
If you
first.
can do that, then I can run over and chuck a spear at another guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get into position to magic missile all of them.
Okay. Okay.
1, 2. Is there any way I can can I see past this rock or not?
Can your character see past the rock? You put it yourself in their perspective. Looks to me like you can.
Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go there. I'm going to magic missile. Actually, before I magic missile, have I used? I have not used my. Yes, I did. I used my patch wound, so I can't use a free. I can't use an immediate again. I will, however, use my elf thing to add 1 damage to this and put a token on there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to Magic Missile, which means I deal 1d6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 across 3 enemies. With my... Oh, yeah.
So
I just roll a...
You do 10 damage to 3 enemies.
1d6.
That's fine. Who are you hitting?
I roll a 1d6.
I think it's 10. It's the number divided by 3 enemies, right?
Yes.
So 4. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's going to be 14 damage.
Okay.
Not ignoring defense. I'm going to first deal... We don't know their armor class yet, right?
It seems like any scratch is making these guys explode.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty
so I'm gonna
fragile.
deal- And this one over here, is this 3 or is this actually 1?
They're all the same.
Okay. I'm going to deal 1 damage to this one first.
Alright, so he explodes, takes out the guy next to him, and who takes out the guy next to him.
Sweet. Then I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I didn't do this right.
Oh,
I'm going to do 1
Oh,
damage to this.
I can move you. Would you like me to
it's
move you?
fine. Yeah, actually, if you move me 1, I think that I can take out 2 of them.
Okay, go ahead and move. You can move up to 5.
Oh, up to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Did you
that
just
was
use the medium to do that?
That was a swift.
Yeah, okay, it's on your turn. Cool.
And I draw a card.
So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna move 1 back. I'm gonna club this guy, I think, with
Alright.
1 damage.
So that's boom, boom, boom. Jesus, boom. I did not position these guys well. Boom, boom. Just chain of explosions happening right there.
And I've dealt damage to 2 people, and I have 12 damage left.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sink it all into the ogre.
The giant.
All right.
The giant.
wonderful. He looks like he's not very happy.
Good.
All right. I'm moved 5 to get here, and I'd like to check a spear at this one last guy here.
Okay, make that attack.
Come on.
Hold on, very slow. Basic range attack 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. I'm inspiring that.
A 3 hits.
No, it's a ranged. A 3 doesn't hit.
That's a sling.
No, it's 1 or 2.
Yeah,
1 or
so
2
it-
doesn't hit. 3 hits.
3.
It's
Yeah.
different. Never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind.
There's an explosion here too. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Is that the end of your guys' turn?
If Clark could get closer to me, actually, I moved 5. I can move 2 back towards him. Clark, where do you want to
Yeah, I believe I only have 1 movement, so I can move 1 towards you because I moved
1.
away from them at the beginning of my turn.
2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
That's the end of your guys' turn.
Yes, sir.
All right. With
Yep,
that,
drawing for
As
turn.
As I draw my last card in my deck, which is Final Days, it gets played, which means I immediately draw my magic missile again,
Okay.
and then roll 2d6. That's gonna be a 1.
That's a 1. Come on. Come on.
Oh, God.
Oh. Damn it.
Okay. And then we rolled that this is playing, so it gets recycled and then immediately moves over there.
Yep.
Cool.
So the giant, looking around for someone else to eat, realizing they're all dead, looks panicked and starts running away. And he gets to about there. And now it's your guys' turn.
I
Cool.
think I'm the only one who can reach him.
I can
Stuart's
probably reach
pretty
this guy.
close.
I'll reach it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm gonna magic missile him for like 10 damage or whatever it is.
All right, and
Plus your d6.
you all
He's running
you
away.
all unloose on him, whoever wants to, and he gets taken to the back by all of your attacks, and just falls down the hill into a pile of flesh, and he's dead.
I did not attack him. I want that to be known that
Okay,
he was running
that's
away.
canon. That's canon. You did not attack him. You are a good soul.
I did.
Also, I'm way too far away to have attacked him.
And in the back of your head, you guys hear at the very end of that a damn it!
Oh yeah.
Actually, Zach,
Final days so many times.
Zach, I did try to attack him, but it was my sling, so naturally I
That's
missed.
a naturally miss, yeah.
I'm gonna have to clear up space for
GG,
myself.
guys. GG.
Cool. Heck yes.
Friends, partners, I have a really important question to ask you. What does boon mean?
I don't know.
Akari is so confused. She doesn't understand. Does she have room for a boon? Will it fit in her pocket?
I think it's something that you get when you make a deal with death, usually, like if you die, but it's not corruption. I guess we get it without getting corruption.
Wait, isn't that
This
the
was an
bone
in-character,
on the bird?
question.
Isn't that the bone on the bird that's like right above the knee?
Boon.
A boon
A
means
boon bone.
favor. A favor is what a boon is.
God, is that God telling me what a boon is?
Whoa.
Oh, I thought he was offering us a balloon. I really wanted to.
Oh,
Why do I play with you guys?
I thought it was like a.
You invited me.
Oh, a boon! A boon! I know a boon! It hits you in head on ship holds sail.
Oh, God.
Yes! We're gonna need to get a boat!
Alright. Y'all did super freaking well. You even took on the extra thing. So we're gonna deal out some loot right here. That's what we're gonna do. I'm going to pull out some stuff.
Better be a boat.
So the first session we played, I made a note that like it might not be the best thing if you can die. Like there's a 1 in 36 chance of you dying when you draw this card. I've changed my mind. This card is amazing.
Yeah, I think that's dope.
Well, we changed it from your suggestion because it was Final Death originally.
Oh
If
yeah,
we-
it was Final Death.
And
Yeah.
this is changed from your suggestion. That it's now
Thank you.
just a death, which is much better because no one just like your character's over because you rolled
Yeah,
poorly.
that's
That
not
does
fun.
suck. That does suck.
I mean,
Yeah, what would Ulysses ever
what I
do?
did, what I did this game, making it go infinite and stuff, like I deserve that. But
That was so funny. Oh my
I think
God.
that it's kind of not.
I
not
want
a
to
fun thing
change the
to do
wording
and
on it
stuff.
so you can go infinite on that, like as a punishment for that card, because it's pretty powerful. And if you manage to screw yourself like that, all
But
right.
it would. I mean, it would work with any draw card. I think if you have like an immediate and a swift that both draw cards, you could draw infinitely.
All right, so
So I guess
I'm sorry. I'm just want to do the loot here really quick. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
no, you're good. I was just babbling.
Like a brook? Like a stream?
Yeah, I was imitating the stream.
All right.
So Zach was interrupting your flow.
So this is all the loot that you guys find when you search the bodies here. You can divide it up amongst yourselves as you will.
Can I get a sling?
Yeah, it's useless. Take it. Can I please have the crossbow?
Oh, actually, can I have the crossbow?
God damn it.
Could I have a staff?
Clark!
I'm a ranged person. I do good stuff with range.
Yeah, that's fine.
He said
Thank you.
dejectedly.
What Is tilt like tapping a card?
Yeah, basically.
Do things untilt at a certain point in your turn?
Not typically. There are some things that will make something untilt, but typically it's like a one use per encounter sort of thing.
Okay, so if it's a
Wait.
two-handed weapon, that means I can't have a staff and a hand axe, right?
That is
Yeah.
correct. You can have the hand axe in your deck, and you can draw it and potentially equip it.
Okay.
And here is 300 experience for everybody. It takes 400 experience to level up to level 3, and it takes 200 experience to level up to level 2. And so you give me the experience back in exchange for leveling up. So if anyone levels up now, give me the appropriate amount of experience, and you will do so.
Yeah, here you go, Zach. Here's the total right here in the middle.
If someone else is taking the staff, I guess I'll take the sling.
I don't want the staff. If you want it, go for it.
Oh, cool. Then I'll take it.
I don't know how to give this.
So
Here
you're
you go, Zach.
And
is that what
how
you're
do I-
giving me? That's you're giving me 400 experience to go to level 3?
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay, so go ahead and you can choose what class do you want to choose?
I want to choose Rogue, please.
I'm gonna take Rogue.
Can we sell?
Why can't? Yes.
Items?
I mean, if you sometimes you can. Why can't? Por qué? Por qué?
I'll take the sling if no one wants it.
Why does it do these two?
No one wants it.
I don't want it either, but that's okay.
It's like, fuck that sling.
Where did it go?
Goddamn Stone Age weapon.
All right, Colin, I'm having a hard time getting a Rogue booster pack out for some reason. So just remind me next session. I'll make sure to give you one.
Okay.
Actually, I should be able to figure this out. I'm just gonna put these over here. Everyone take all of their things off of the table that they're... I'm gonna put them up to the side. Put your stuff...
I know where I am. There I am.
Zach.
When
I
everything
would
is off...
like-
One moment. When everything is off the table, does everyone have everything off the table?
Not yet. Hold on. Like our decks and our cards and stuff?
Just off of the playing field. You can have them on your mouse.
Oh, I see. Hey, Ikaria's mine. Thank you, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm going to be trying to... Boop. Boop.
Flip the table.
Not flip. And it's gone! I messed up. Ugh. Okay, well, I lost the box. I'm not sure why I can't. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Colin, I'll figure this out and get you a pack next time we play.
No worries.
Were there any other questions? Does anyone else want to level up?
I do want to level up.
I don't know how to... Mike, can you tell me how to just make a rogue pack? I'm not sure how to do that. Is it in objects? Components? The little table. This little table? Class abilities. Class pack cards. There's no search button on this.
Oh, when I level up with Rogue, though, I should probably do my attributes thing.
This is obnoxious. I'm not going to be able to randomize it very well doing this.
I want to level up, but I don't think I have enough experience.
Yeah, you shouldn't, because you're higher. Alright, I'm going to pull random cards out for you. 5 random cards. Random cards.
That's what magicians say, but they're never random.
Is this your card?
Okay. Alright, Colin, here's your deck.
Cool. Thank you.
And,
So I'm going to select 4 class skills and reach 0 to 1.
and here is little little thing for you. There you go. Okay, I'm sorry. Was there anything else?
Stuart, I think, is leveling up. Needs to pick one.
Okay, what class do you want, Stuart? There's the rogue, which is like a high damage melee fighter slash ninja style character. There's the warden, that is ranged and like beastmaster summoner style of character. There's the marshal, which is kind of like a paladin bard, focusing on protection and crowd control style abilities. And there's the sage, which is your wizard warlock, which does lots of fun, nifty, damagey things. There's the Vitalist, which is like a monk cleric combo. All of the cards are laid out on these tables if you want to look through them before you pick. But it's going to be randomized 5 cards from that class.
I think I'm gonna go Marshall.
Marshall?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got to give me your experience cards.
So there's this, but I think it only takes 200.
It does. I'll give you 100.
Cool.
Here's your change. Okay, so everyone's got all of their loot, and everyone's got all of their experience. Make sure that after you're finished looking through it, you place everything back into your deck box and update your deck box to your current level with your character's name, and then save it to your objects. I'll also save it too to make sure we have a backup, but I like having you guys do it as a backup as well.
I can't save because someone didn't promote me.
You can't save items?
Nope, we can't do anything if we're not promoted yet.
Alright, I'll re-give you these things. I'm fearful.
Flip the table.
I'm fearful.
Gonna flip it so hard.
I know you are.
So much rage inside of me.
Alright, you're all promoted.
How do you save?
You right click on it, hit save object.
I don't.
And
Oh,
I would
sorry.
name it. I would name it like with your character name and then your level in the name, and so that you remember which one it is, and then you can like delete the old one afterwards if you have an older one. Hey, look, this card's called Coup de Grace.
Hey!
Oh, I miss us.
I do too.
That was good
So
times.
for everyone in the audience, the Coup de Grace was the name of the guild that Melanie, Colin, and I used to play in EverQuest 2. That was actually how we
Where-
met Melanie.
yeah.
Whoa.
It was so
Where Melanie
great.
rescued us from the actual role players.
Yeah, I saved you. You could
Yep.
play the real game. I was a non-role player on a role play server. It made a lot of sense.
Yeah. You tried.
I did. I had some role play experience. Fun.
So, my friends, once you have all of that settled up, any feedback? We were trying out we're going to be trying out a few different systems, especially with initiative. The point of this game is we really want it to be as snappy of a game as possible. We want it not to drag. And we're coming up on just under 3 hours. So it's not. I was shooting for 2, but I did the extra. We could have made it shorter if I hadn't brought that second wave at you. But still, this was maybe not quite as snappy as I want it to be. But what are your thoughts on the initiative system of everyone going at the same time and any changes going on here?
I think it's better than the way it was before. Definitely, it's a lot snappier. I mean, I would be interested in seeing what happens if you do like groups of 2 and 2, or like 1 1 1 1. Just because it still feels a little. I mean, it feels a little like swingy in the sense of this one was okay, but if everybody on each side goes at the same time, then it just feels like no matter what you do, there's a chance that they'll murder you anyway, because because they're all going
it-
at the same. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
very easy to gang up on one character and kill them.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And that's a matter of balancing. And it's also with you guys having that in mind, you can have formations for that very reason. Like you can make sure that you're staying within 5 squares of each other to block out squares.
Sure, but if everybody, I guess so. But if everybody goes at the same, like that's why there's initiative in D&D, is so that everybody on the same side doesn't go at the same time.
So, are you thinking that you'd prefer it not to be this way?
I think it would be interesting to try out if you go like one side, like one of the players and then one of the enemies. One of the players, one of the enemies. It's still like a simple thing to wrap your head around. It might go slower. But I think it will lead to less like swings in the feeling of combat.
So your main gripe with, the downside that you see, is primarily the fact that it can snowball very quickly for the enemies. Is that the only downside you see here?
Yeah, or for the allies. Like I can imagine a situation where just having everybody go on one side alternately means that there's a lot of firepower, and then you don't get to do anything while they do their stuff.
Well, you have your immediates.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, the immediates were helpful there.
Immediates are helpful, but like in that last fight, like I wiped out all of the enemies in one, like, and they couldn't move, they couldn't like rearrange themselves. They were just gone because we took all of our turns at once. If that makes sense.
Yeah. We'll be trying a different system next game.
Cool.
Where I'm going to be doing it's a initiative system where you guys just decide. We're still gonna have the enemies all going at the same time, but you guys decide amongst yourselves. Like, I'm going first. Okay, I'm gonna go next. And it's like, who's going next? And that way, that's kind of.
I guess it doesn't really solve the problem that I'm trying for, but it would be interesting to see what the results.
No, it doesn't solve the problem. What you're saying, but we're gonna try a bunch of different systems to see how.
Yeah. Cool.
I got some bad news. I think Tabletop Simulator just ate my library.
Uh-oh.
My deck is gone. I dragged it. I was trying to drag it back to the table, and it just vanished. And I don't know where it is.
I have had that happen before. I have your old box saved, so we can bring it out for you.
Yeah, I have the old one saved. That's a good point. I have the old one too. We can just get a new rogue pack in there.
Yeah.
Next time, we're going to just redo it that way. Okay. I'm just going to not worry about this one.
Clarification on how, I think this came up with Final Days and then with another one, how, like Magic Missile 2, clarification on how cards are played. Like, if you play it, does it immediately go to your recycle, or does it, is there like an in-play area that's separate from the like in-play, like being played separate from in-play area?
As I understand it, it's you play the card and the effect of the card takes place. As soon as the effect of the card is resolved, the card goes into the recycling.
Okay, got it. Cool.
My feedback from this way, and I think it's partially from the fact that all the turns are at once and back and forth, is that my fighter class, I couldn't really go up and I had to kite way more than I think a fighter would, which meant a lot of my flanking cards and attack cards were just kind of dead cards in my hand. Because I was having to move around. If enemies can do 5 and 6 points per hit, I can't let 3 of them get close to me, and they were 4 or 5. And And so like I think that I would really need more armor class or tanking ability to really be a fighter. I think I'm a very squishy fighter, and it doesn't allow me to play my attack cards because I'm not getting the kind of armor class that you normally get on tanks, I think.
Well, Mike, if you're still in chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think the fighter in this game is designed to be your traditional giant shield can just stand and take it. They're meant to be more of like a rogue style character, someone that does need to be smart about where they position themselves. I think that's intended.
Okay. Well, yeah. So it just didn't feel like it was. I could like get close. I guess I could just. It is interesting. Like one attack per turn kind of thing didn't feel
let's
very.
keep an eye on it for sure, because I noticed that too. And I don't know if that is necessarily a fault of the initiative system or a fault perhaps just in the cards you have. Mike just chimed in and says, yeah, you're supposed to be less tanky, more big attacks, and then disappear. And
Gotcha.
I don't think you have many of those disappear cards yet.
Right.
So let's keep an eye on it, and this is what this is for. Just keep that in mind. And it might just be that you haven't really come into your own yet.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is all very good feedback. Anything else anyone got?
I guess I agree with the whole ganging up thing. I kind of like, based just on this one experience, I kind of like the traditional randomized initiative or a more of a back and forth. It makes you react. It seemed like it's more of a reactive or dynamic experience, because it's not just everything happening once and then you're like, okay, now we can react to this one event, I want to see more.
Yeah.
I want to see more iterations of it. But yeah, the whole ganging up thing was definitely a thing that happened. I still have dead cards in my hand.
It did. Yeah, it did feel like we were fighting statues a bit because our turn was so long and they couldn't do anything, and vice versa.
I like the thought of trying to make it faster, but sometimes it almost seemed like we were just sitting here like, okay, who's going next?
Yeah,
What's going on?
That I was seeing too, because everyone's like not wanting to
polite.
And I think that might be a little mitigated by like saying, okay, it's now your turn.
People using a turn order, yeah.
There was another initiative option where you guys would have the first turn. Excuse me. The first turn would be more of a discussion where you guys have a quick second to talk tactics, and then you decide your own turn order. And we'd still be sticking with all the enemies go at the same time for that idea. And these are all different systems that we're going to try. I'm personally very, very hesitant to intermix the enemies' turns. The enemies do have some immediates, but we try to limit those as well. And that's just because the main mission of this is to not be D&D or other tabletop games. It's to be its own thing, and it's meant to have combat be much, much faster.
That's fair.
And if we're doing this system and it's still at 3 hours,
Right. Well, what if it was more of like if you initiate a clash, you each get to hit each other, as opposed to having to wait for all the enemies' turns to go, or something like that.
That's an interesting idea for sure.
That is.
Because it's not really very realistic if like I'm just standing there and 3 people are wailing on me one after another necessarily. Maybe it's a. Go ahead.
We're also trying to keep down having to keep track of things. So like with that I'd have to, if we have like 10 enemies on the table, I'd have to keep track of who's attacked and who is not. And for
well, you had to do that anyway though, didn't you?
No, because they just all go
this
once.
time.
I mean, I can do it because I like this one goes and this one goes and this one. I can keep it in my head when I'm moving them all at one time. But if
Oh, totally. But okay, so here's what I'm saying. So like, let's say that they all get to move it once, and you're doing them all at once. But every time you say, okay, I'm rolling to attack you, I would get to roll something based on some stat that I have or something to see if I get at least a hit back through this time. Or something like that, so that it's a little more interactive.
So they would get to hit every single time they're attacked?
So there's a chance that I would get to hit back if I was attacked, or hit first, or whatever, based on class or things like that, just as a standard weapon attack or something.
Yeah, it's interesting. If it was something that wasn't limited, that had to be kept track of, that could be something pretty interesting to try. Yeah, not a bad idea.
Going off of the having, if you want to have all of them move at once, all the enemies move at once to move things along, maybe it would be one way to mitigate it, like you said, is with immediates. If you were able to do 2 immediates or 3 per turn, I know it's something more to keep track of, but then it wouldn't feel like okay, who are they going to kill this turn? If all of them go at once, instead of just having the one, because usually like the immediate like is a healing thing, or you use it and then you're out until all the enemies have moved. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's true in an initiative structure too. Like, like in D&D, for example, you got one reaction, and then you got to wait until everyone else finishes their turn
Right.
after you use it.
But in D&D, you've got one reaction, but the whole team is like staggered between
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
enemies. Whereas in this, all the enemies go at once. So it might be more. If the idea is that immediates are meant to counter the fact that all the enemies go at once, then maybe have 2 of them per turn instead of just 1. I know that would change the balance of the game, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all these things do, but and like, for example, this was a pretty tough fight that I threw at you guys, and everyone survived.
We also, if it
I
was a tough
survived
fight,
largely based off of luck.
Yeah.
Like, I could easily have died.
Yeah,
if
but
it was a tough fight, was it a tough fight for like level 2 people or level 3 people? Because we have such a mix of levels. Not that like levels make that much of a difference, I guess, because everybody's drawing the same card. But it does make a difference with health.
not that significant of a
It
difference.
doesn't make that much of a difference with health.
I mean, when I built this, I built it with the thought of trying to make it be balanced so one of you would die. That was how I was trying to balance it. So if no one dies, that means you surpassed the difficulty level, and I even upped the difficulty.
That's what going infinite
What's that?
will do for you. That's what going infinite will do for you.
Well, I don't feel like this encounter was unbalanced. You guys just did well and got lucky, and so if you do well and get lucky, then everyone should survive. That I would say that is a success. And the only reason I brought that up is because if you guys were to have extra immediates, I don't feel that that's necessary for the balance, because the balance is already here. It might be more enjoyable, and I could see that being an argument, but that would mean that I would have to make the encounters more difficult to counter that.
But in this case, like if we weren't able to kill the bomb goblins, then they would probably have overwhelmed us next turn, and like all of us would be dead.
Oh, for sure.
So
But I kept that in mind. It's like you made a deal with death, though. If you guys all die, that's on you.
Right. but the point is that it's in this case, like this thing, we were able to kill all of them before they killed any of us. But if it waited, like if we didn't have the things come up in our hands or whatever it was, they would have killed all of us. In which case it was like that's the kind of like swinging nature that feels a bit random. Like either they all die or we all die, and that was like a turn different.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to change that, or if that should be changed.
Okay. Feedback.
No, I appreciate it. Is there anything else?
Magic Missile, the card that I watched Yuli cast, seems strange to me that he could hit in 3 different directions. It seems to me if you're casting, you should have to line yourself up and cast in one direction and hit within a certain range in one direction. Like,
That's magic missile, though, right? Like from D&D.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, exactly. I guess so.
I mean, sure, but that's just the nature of the card. When
Yeah.
are you suggesting that there should be a mechanic that you have to be able to have everyone be in line of sight of you? They have to be
Or
in
at
one
least-
direction?
Or at least like in line with each other or whatever. Like if you're like line them up like bowling pins kind of thing or whatever. I don't know.
That could
Otherwise,
be
it's like it felt like Magic Airstrike.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
mean,
was
that could.
buffing
I
it
just
up
loaded
too.
my hand up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loaded my hand up. There could maybe be like a top limit on the number of the amount of damage it deals because I built my deck around doing that basically.
But also, this game that's one of the other core concepts of this game. It's designed to have you become more and more powerful every turn. Like, combat should be lasting a maximum of 4 to 5 rounds because you keep growing in
Got it.
power. Because in many role-playing games, the combat will be won like 3 or 4 turns before the combat actually ends. It's just cleanup that's boring, And so
Right.
it's like
That makes a lot of sense. I like that.
yeah. And so it is kind of an airstrike.
Maybe it's the way that I was playing, but I wasn't really seeing a build-up. I know that I have like the tokens that can do more damage, but if I'm squishy and I have robes and I can do range, I'm not going to be getting close to be doing my touch that, gets that build-up.
Yeah.
So maybe it's just the way I was playing it, but I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I felt the same way too, because my character is also like with the orc. It's like the buildup of tokens that I get to make a really big punch at the end, like require me to get hit. And the enemy numbers were so overwhelming numbers, or like the bomb damage was too risky to get too close to.
Exactly.
So I never got to use any of my buildup in my character because it's like that's why I feel like my armor class is just wrong for the type of buildup I
this
get.
one, like these goblins also had the ability. They were a swarm. Like you guys played it correctly. I built this encounter not as you attacking. I built this encounter with the thought that you would run away from them and use guerrilla tactics to beat them. I felt that was the smartest way to deal with this combat, and that's just because that's how I set this one up.
Okay.
And like those goblins, they ignored one defense for every other goblin that was attacking you. So when you were swarmed on all sides, you had no armor class versus them. But that was just the way I built this encounter. Maybe that wasn't quite as fun for you guys, and like I'll keep that in mind, But there'll be other types, and you might see it shine a bit more in different styles of encounters.
So you said that fighters aren't like tanks. Is there a class that is more tank-like?
The marshal is really the protector one. That's definitely more built to be the one that takes damage. But no one. That's not something we're really looking for because no one has any giant hit pool. It's meant to be more of like more strategic, more avoiding the attacks.
I don't understand. I just want to stand there and get swung at. That's no finesse.
I just want to be chissy.
I want to be Chissy. If we kill Ikaria, Chissy's coming back. I need to be a gnome.
Yeah. Well, if you get to bring Chissy back, I get to bring Derek back, and everything just explodes.
We're gonna get the gang back together.
Also, there are higher level armors out there. Like I think the maximum, I don't know, like I saw 4 mitigation armor. There might be higher than that. Then there's plenty of abilities that can mitigate. So there are things you can do, but that's not supposed to be what the base person does, But we'll explore this more and see what happens.
Word.
Yeah. I think if I had role-played Clark correctly in this thing, he would have died.
Well, I mean, that's the character choice,
Right. So that's another thing too. It's like, okay, yeah, if I had this time I was trying to maximize my choices for combat. But I think if we had been playing in a role-play or one, I probably would have died.
Yeah, but then you get raised again, It's when you die in this game is not the end of your story. You just gain a lot of corruption. You know.
Yep.
Unless you have final death,
You
which
final
This-
days, and that's not final death. That's still just getting corruption.
no, I know, but final like the way it was originally written.
Ah, yes. The only way you can die final death is if you choose to when you die.
Oh,
Yeah, eventually you become a villain. You become an NPC. You gain so much corruption, you no longer have control of your character.
Well,
But anyways, my
it's like
friends,
real life.
I thought that was a really fun session. I feel like we learned a lot.
It was.
Looking
was
forward-
lovely.
Looking forward to continuing on and learning
Yeah.
more. Really do appreciate all the feedback, and we're gonna be playing around with stuff. And thank you for joining.
yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Take it easy, yeah.
Goodbye, everyone. Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.